The beautiful background behind me is Hamlin Park in the city of Shoreline, Washington, which is exactly what we are going to be exploring today. If you're looking for a new city to call home and having an abundance of outdoor parks, as well as breathtaking views of the Puget Sound just minutes away from your back door is something that is important for your next move, you're going to want to watch this video because we're going to explore a city that has all of that. Shoreline offers more than 400 acres of parkland and open space for residents to enjoy. Not only do you have a wide variety of parks located throughout the city, but you also have the breathtaking views of the Puget Sound with beach access. Within the city of Shoreline, you also have smaller neighborhood parks as well, in addition to the larger parks such like as Hamlin Park or say Richmond Beach Park that has those stunning views of the Puget Sound. It's really nice that there are those smaller neighborhood parks within the city because just walking to a park from your house just makes the world a difference in being able to enjoy the actual outdoors and not to have to plan a lot before you leave your door. Just about 10 miles north of Seattle, Shoreline is a great choice to call home if you happen to be commuting for work in downtown Seattle or even to the north in Everett, such as maybe Boeing. Highway 99 and I-5 are the main arterials within the city and throughout all the cities really that run north and south. Here's a local tip. If you want to sound like a Washingtonian, refer to the freeways here by their names, such as I-5 South or I-5 North, not the 5. Because if you say the 5 or the 5 South or the 5 North, you're guaranteed to give yourself away that you are not an experienced Washingtonian. In addition to commuting to Seattle, there are also public transportation hubs within the city of Shoreline, such as Park and Rides, and at Aurora Village, there's a transit hub right there. And the big news right now is that the light rail is being expanded up to Shoreline and eventually running all the way up to Everett. The furthest north point at this current time is at Aurora Village. So Shoreline will be the next stop right above Aurora Village. So that will be really convenient if you just want to hop onto the light rail and head downtown or any of the southern stops or north eventually. Now, parking, on the other hand, is going to be a hot topic, but we're not going to discuss that in this video. Another thing that makes the city of Shoreline a unique place to reside in is that the city is actually divided in 14 distinct neighborhoods. What's cool about that is although some of them are more active than others, they do community events to really help foster that community feel within their own neighborhoods. 14 neighborhoods can feel very different, as well as the price to live in a home within any of those 14 neighborhoods. Neighborhoods in Shoreline, especially those with bigger lots like those found in Ridgecrest or neighborhoods that are not governed by an HOA, are experiencing a lot of change within their neighborhoods. There might have been an older home on a larger lot and a developer buys that lot and develops it into a small community of maybe up to 16 detached condos. This definitely changes the dynamics and vibe of a neighborhood. Obviously, the closer you get to homes with views of the sound, there's a higher price tag. There's also even a row of homes on its own street, which feels like a totally separate neighborhood. Now, one thing to think about when thinking about living by the water is the noise and possible vibration of trains passing by. Some people love it, and for others, it's just not for them. Whether you are moving from another city within Washington or you're actually moving and relocating from out of state, choosing your next hometown is quite a task. And you want to make sure that you are doing all of your homework. That is why I am making these videos to help you do exactly just that. My goal is to provide neighborhood community videos so you can get a real feel of what the city is like that you're considering making your next move. A big deciding factor for choosing a new city to call home are the local schools. The public schools in Shoreline are governed by the Shoreline School District. Within the Shoreline School District, there are 2 high schools, Shorewood and Shorecrest, 2 middle schools, and 9 elementary schools, along with the Cascade K-8 community school. The Cascade School is part of Shoreline School District and is an alternative learning option for students aging from kindergarten through 8th grade. School levies can be a hot topic, and just so you are aware, Shoreline voters passed 2 replacement levies in 2022, with the majority of voters voting to support the school levies. One was for the educational programs and operations levy, and the other levy was for the building, tech, academic, athletic, capital levy. These levies bridge the gap between what the state funds for education and what it actually costs to support students. According to niche.com, the Shoreline School District is coming in with an overall grade A ranking. Private education is more the direction you desire. There are 2 great options nearby. King's School, which is a private Christian school, and it runs from preschool to 12th, and the top-rated private school of Lakeside, which is grades 5 through 12. If you have a different area that you'd like covered, make sure you reach out, drop a comment below, and let me know what video you would like to see next. I know that considering there are 14 different neighborhoods within all of the city of Shoreline, it's going to be hard to decide which neighborhood you're actually going to call home. But one factor that might come into play, which probably will, is definitely the current house price. If you haven't heard, Washington is a pretty expensive state to live in to own a home, but there is slightly good news. The median house price in the city of Shoreline actually went down from 2022 to 2023 about 2.9%. Any sort of everyday amenities that you would need is pretty close by in the city of Shoreline, especially along that Highway 99/Aurora. As far as walkability goes for the city of Shoreline, it's not the best because not all of the neighborhoods have actual sidewalks. So most of the time you're actually walking on the side of the street, but they are smaller residential roads, and that does not hinder the residents of Shoreline to get out and enjoy the nice weather when we have it, or just in general walking your dog or going for a bike ride, etc. Keep in mind there are all those local parks right around the city of Shoreline, so keep in mind that even if walking on a street isn't quite your thing, you'll be able to find areas that you will feel drawn to walk and exercise. Now that you see that Shoreline checks off all of the boxes, make sure you reach out to me and connect, and we can strategize for what your goals are and what would be the best way to present offers in house hunting for you. I look forward to connecting with you. Need help relocating or moving and finding your next home? Make sure you connect with me and schedule a time, and we can just chat and see what your real estate goals are.